Something's up, something's weird, and something's coming. Because what do you mean all New Year's Eve events are canceled around the world? Well, not all, but majority of them around.
If you're planning on celebrating New Year's Eve, such as a place like Times Square or where you live, you may want to check with your city or state. Why? Because
Hi guys, Merry Christmas everyone. I hope you are doing good. So today's story is about New Year's Eve. Every year, New Year's Eve is supposed to be a moment of joy, reflection and hope. Fireworks, family parties, a fresh start. But now, all over the world, we are seeing New Year's Eve celebration being cancelled or restricted. And this time, people are asking real questions. Is this about safety? Is it about control, or is the world slowly getting used to fear being normal? Today, we are looking at how white and black Americans are reacting to this global shift because the reactions are very different, very emotional, and very telling. Let's get into it.
Something's up, something's weird, and something's coming. Because what do you mean all New Year's Eve events are canceled around the world? Well, not all, but majority of them around the world, not in just one country, because of potential threats? I don't understand how we're so sure of all these potential threats, and they just have never done that before. People threaten every day, and I just don't believe that this is what it seems like. I think there's something else being set up. I do. I really think they're going to start implementing something that's going to lead to, a more systematic new world order that is more in place and more enforced. I don't know. I just feel that this is weird. And you know what? I just came across a video of a man speaking on a prophetic warning that he said that he had gotten from God, and said that this will be the last Christmas. And I know nobody knows the day or hour that Jesus is returning. I don't think he was speaking on this will be the last Christmas because next Christmas Jesus is coming back. He was saying that this will be the last Christmas that things will be normal. And we don't know what's to come. He could be completely right or he could be completely wrong. I don't know. But I feel like it was very, very deep, and it felt so urgent. I, for some time, have been wondering, when will the last holidays be that we celebrate as a society? When will we have our last Christmas? Believe me, I really have questioned that. What if this is our last Christmas? Or what if this is our last Thanksgiving? What if the world completely changes in the year and Jesus came back, or something else happened, or the world is completely I don't know, under complete domination and control? Well, it already practically is, but in a different manner, in a manner that we've never seen before. I'm just saying, I just feel like something's coming. And I don't mean to sound pessimistic or, try to scare anybody, but I'm just sending out a warning of making sure you are standing in truth with God and have Christ on your heart, Christ in your life. This is the time to get closer to God. I will always say it. I will give that message in almost every video that I make. To be close to God, to be close, have Christ, not just God, but Christ in your heart. Because I don't know what is coming exactly, but I just know prophecy never lies. And there's going to be things that really will erupt in this nation. I've been a little bit worried about what next year is going to look like. Because this world is so crazy, but let's hold on tight. Let's see what 2026 brings us, because it might not be good. We're only getting closer to the mark of the beast. We're only getting closer to the end. That just is what every day is getting closer to be honest. So am I necessarily surprised? No. But I never seen this happen with all these events being canceled. Something's up.
If you're planning on celebrating New Year's Eve, such as a place like Times Square or where you live, you may want to check with your city or state. Why? Because many of them are starting to pull back on their New Year's Eve celebrations. And why do I say that? Because most cities are very concerned over the possibility of a terror attack. And according to the Washington Times, Paris, Hong Kong, and other major cities are canceling or changing their New Year's Eve plans. The article also lists additional cities that have either altered or canceled their New Year's celebration over security concerns. And there's also rumor circulating that New York City itself will have the deepest and strictest regulations of any of the cities that are adjusting for New Year's Eve. And of course, New York City always does it well and always has the best security, and compliments go out to the NYPD for making sure that everyone is safe and enjoys the ball dropping at the strike of midnight. And a lot of this is stemming, if you recall the video that I did regarding the 4 terror suspects that were arrested and charged with attempted terror acts on New Year's Eve in Los Angeles. There is also reports that their plans were not just Los Angeles, but other major cities as well. And if you're from the New York tri-state area, you know that New York is always a target for something. And we're very fortunate that we have some of the best police departments in the world here. That includes Nassau, Suffolk, and the NYPD. Jersey PD, Port Authority PD, you name it. Everyone put together does a fantastic job protecting everyone in this city, and we thank you for it. And keep it in the back of your mind, this is all alleged at this point. Why am I bringing this to you? Because of this article that I read in the Washington Times, where it stated how other major cities all around the world have either scaled back or canceled their New Year's Eve celebrations, all due to security concerns. So the one thing you could do is remember to be vigilant. See something, say something. Keep your head on a swivel and be aware of your surroundings. And to everyone out there, have a safe, healthy, happy 2026. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Yup, this will be your last dire warning for New Year's Eve, and not only will our lives be taken by midnight, but we need to beg God for forgiveness or burn forever. People are terrified after almost every major city around the world has announced full cancellation of New Year's Eve events, and what's about to happen cannot be stopped. With biblical verse Revelation 6:4 warning of when a rider on a red horse, symbolizing sacrifice and war, comes through, it will take peace from this earth, leading to the slaughter of mankind. With the FBI just arresting 4 men that had explosive materials set all over California to go off at exactly midnight. And many believe there might be hundreds to tens of thousands of more people that are planning this exact thing just to go off in a few days around the world. Cities in France, Japan, Serbia, Australia, Indonesia, Hong Kong, Italy, and more have canceled activities entirely. And cities like New York, Berlin, and London have announced the same possibility or very heightened security. And what happens that night might turn into a global event. So do you think these cities are being too cautious or not enough?
I just found out all the other major countries are canceling their New Year's Eve celebrations. And it's because of safety concerns. A lot of people are speculating that there's something else going on that maybe we're not being made aware of, because we haven't canceled anything. Paris, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Sydney, Australia, they all canceled their New Year's Eve celebrations. And those are huge money-making events for all those countries, like huge tourist attractions. So for them to be canceling it, I do think that us in America, we're just so used to mass bad things happening that we're kind of like, okay, well, we're not going to cancel it because crap happens anyway here in gatherings and mass people. There's always something. But I will say that I will be at home with my boyfriend. We will be enjoying our Christmas presents. We will be drinking champagne together at home at midnight, picking out brand new furniture for our brand new apartment, and we will not be going out. And I have never had a desire to go to the ball drop, even when I lived in the city for a decade, because I saw what happened throughout the year in the city. I just didn't have a desire to do that. And you still have to live life, like you still have to do things and go out. But I mean, if you can avoid it, I would, unfortunately, nowadays. But we're gonna have fun with our little kitty and some food and champagne. And yeah, it's just very odd that all of those major countries are canceling their entire New Year's Eve celebrations.
So now we have media reporting that there's all kinds of New Year's Eve events being canceled because of threats. Don't know what kind of threats they are, but they're saying they're being canceled because of threats. It's their opinion. The media is saying that there's threats. Is it a UFO? What is it this week? Is it a UFO? Is it a rock? Did a rock hide behind the sun so we couldn't see it fly by at whatever it was going to be flying by? I don't understand this anymore. I really don't. But I do understand one thing, that they're feeding us bags of crap, and it's called fear. And these bags of crap, as long as you keep eating it, they're going to keep feeding it to you. Did you know that most media channels that are doing news are listed as media and as entertainment? That's so weird. Are you entertained? Because I'm not entertained anymore. I really am not. I'm just kind of sick of eating bags of crap. But they'll keep feeding it to us as long as we keep eating it. Like, share, and repost.
I need y'all to listen up real quick, because cities all around the world, a lot of them, are quietly pulling back their New Year's Eve celebrations. And people keep asking the same question. Why now? Why all of a sudden? You got Paris pulling back major events. You got Tokyo pulling back major events. You got the USA pulling back major events, especially New York. I'm hearing this about to be deep stipulations. A lot of things that's in effect. So if you was in New York last year for New Year's Eve, you're going to see a major difference this time around. And so what reports are saying is y'all know the 4 people that got caught in California that they said was doing a terror plot on New Year's Eve? So apparently it wasn't just supposed to happen in California. I'm hearing they had different locations that was supposed to get hooked up. One being New York. So now the moderate threat level is very high. And it's not just in America, y'all. Like I said, it's globally. We've seen the events that happened in Pondy Beach. Now, given what I just said, this doesn't mean something's going to happen. I'm just letting you know that there's a high level and they're treating it as such. So if you're out and about in a big location, a big event somewhere for New Year's Eve, just pay attention to your surroundings. Because when you got places making major headlines like this, it just make you want to pay attention. That's all I'm telling y'all to do, is pay attention, fool. You never know. Something can happen anytime, any place, anywhere, any second.
So if you had New Year's Eve plans this year, you might as well cancel them. Major cities in the U.S. are canceling New Year Eve events because of safety concerns. Just last week, this extremist group was charged with conspiracy and possession of an unregistered destructive device in connection with an alleged plot. And this one incident happened in Southern California. After law enforcement agencies seen numerous images, they knew it was time to make an arrest, as they are urging people, if you don't have a means for being outside, to please stay at home. But it's not only happening in the United States. Paris has canceled all New Year Eve plans, and the list just keeps going on and on. And if you're wondering why everyone is now canceling New Year Eve plans, safety concerns and security threats. A simple Google search can let you know all places that have canceled New Year Eve events. This might just be the year to bring New Year's in at home. Now don't get me wrong, there's always safety concerns when New Year's comes around. But is it worth it?
New Year's Eve celebrations all around the world are being cancelled for public safety reasons. Paris, Tokyo, Belgrade, Hong Kong and Venice have all cancelled their annual celebrations and watch all of their governments dance around the reason why. We all know why. This is what capitulation looks like. Now, would I prefer that these celebrations are cancelled if it means saving lives? Yes, of course. But it should have never have come to this. If world leaders actually listened to their people and to industry experts, and if world leaders actually acknowledged the warning signs, we could have hit the nail on the head. They could have stopped the influx of radical Islamism, flooding our countries, endangering our populations, and now ruining one of the very small pockets of joy we have left here in our deteriorating democracies. But instead, we'll continue rolling out the red carpet, allowing strangers into our countries unchecked, providing them with money and food and shelter. And then we, the people, will shudder when the next attack takes place, and our governments fail, as always, to take any accountability for the problem that they've created, and the problem that they fail to acknowledge. So when will enough be enough? When it's too late? When half our population has been in car rammings? When thousands are shot and killed in the streets? When our population is cowering in fear of being decimated? And the biggest irony, the ultimate lunacy, we who care about our countries and want to see our families safe will get called Islamophobes for rebuking radical Islam. But it's very telling. If we had an Islamophobia problem, there would be armed guards and concrete barriers outside mosques. But there aren't, because those armed guards and those concrete barriers are too busy protecting synagogues and Christmas markets. I wonder why. Anyway, Happy New Year, I guess.
So New Year's Eve celebrations are being canceled all over the world except for the United States, where the FBI found potential threats for Southern California. They allegedly found a group of individuals who were planning on planting backpacks throughout the area where the celebrations happen and causing all kind of destruction. But the FBI got them. You can Google it for more information. The thing that's interesting is other countries have taken this seriously. Paris said, we're not doing New Year's Eve. Bondi Beach in Australia, they're not doing New Year's Eve. Serbia and other international countries, they're like, we're not doing New Year's Eve. We're going to cancel it because we don't feel like we can keep our citizens safe. Tell me why the United States is not doing that, considering they found potential threats for New Year's Eve in the United States, in big cities, Los Angeles, Southern California. Why is it that other countries are concerned about keeping their citizens safe, but in the United States, it's just like, we got them, we're good, considering what happened in September 11 back in the day? Like, so that can't happen again? It can. And the fact that there was how do we know that the plot that they found, the group that they found that was going to do whatever destruction in LA is not planning on doing destruction in other major cities, like New York City, where Diana Ross is performing in Times Square? You guys let me know down in the comments. Do you feel safe going out for New Year's Eve? Do you wonder why other countries are taking these type of threats seriously? And the United States is like, yeah, we're good. We don't need to do anything. We got the group, as if it was just one group, as if they didn't learn their lesson from September 11th. Let me know down in the comments.
You see, what stood out to me isn't just the cancellation, it's just how divided people are about it. Some Americans say safety comes first, others feel traditions are being slowly taken away, piece by piece. The bigger question is, if we keep cancelling moments of joy, what kind of future are we creating? New Year's Eve is more than a party, it's hope. And once hope starts getting cancelled, people start asking uncomfortable questions. Let me know what you think. Should the world cancel New Year's Eve, or is this one tradition worth protecting?